What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I'm back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the news that had just dropped on News O'Clock about the brand new event that's coming to One Piece Treasure Cruise, which is the French anniversary, the second year anniversary for the French version of Treasure Cruise. So let's go ahead and get straight into it, because there is one big thing that we have to talk about. You guys can see all this in game, but the main thing that is very, very new to Treasure Cruise on global, that is the Neo Clash. So Neo Clashes, or Kai Clashes as they're called in Japan, they're a brand new sort of event where they basically remodel an old raid boss with a different color. So previously they had done Pika, they had done Aokiji is the current one, and what was the one they did before? I don't remember the one that they did before. The very first Kai one. Oh, it was Doflamingo. Yeah, so Doflamingo got changed color, Pika got changed to a different color, and also Aokiji raid got changed to a different color. And what happened is you can only challenge those raids with specific classes for 30 minutes per day throughout the whole duration of a week. And they're doing that event on global already, considering that, only Japan didn't get it that long ago, and we're already getting our very, very first one. And this specific one hasn't been out on Japan before, so this is going to be a brand new event that no one has taken on before. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out. So from July 25th to the August 1st, we can challenge Mihawk raid boss, except it will be slightly different. There's basically what will happen is, I'll go through this basically. I don't really want to, just give my own opinions on it yet. I'll read this first to you guys, and then I'll just explain it in depth. So, are you ready to take on the challenge? Prepare yourself during the first half of the events, and then challenge Mihawk Neo, as they're calling it. So, Neo Clash Mihawk from July 25th to August 1st. What is Neo Clash? You can bring characters of a specified class for 30 minutes per day during this event. This time around, the quest is limited to slashers, driven, and powerhouse characters. Neo Clash Mihawk. In this new Neo Clash, you'll face Mihawk Dex from regular Clash. However, this time he is a quick type. So they're remodeling it where this Mihawk is now becoming a quick type character. Now this does not replace the old Mihawk raid boss. That will still come out eventually, but this time around there is a new raid boss. It is the exact same as the old Mihawk, except he's a blue character. Now what they'll probably do is that when you get this character, it'll probably have an extra socket spot, and it'll probably have better stats than the old Mihawk. Now you cannot use this Mihawk to skill up the Dex Mihawk, or vice versa, and all that. So it's basically like a new raid boss, but it's the same raid boss. I don't know, it's hard to really explain it. When you guys see it, when it comes out, you guys will understand it. But what will happen is that there'll be 3 different dungeons. One dungeon you can only bring slasher characters, another one where you can only bring driven characters, and another one where you can bring only powerhouse type characters. So you have to have a really good slasher, driven, and powerhouse team. Eventually down the road they'll probably give us another banner specifically for this Mihawk, and it will give us even more information. So what they did on Japan was, when they announced the brand new Neo Clash raids, they would give you information on each of these dungeons, because Mihawk does something different on each of the separate 3 dungeons for the separate classes. So he might do something completely different on the slasher dungeon that he might not do on the driven or powerhouse dungeon. So you have to have a different slasher, driven, and powerhouse team to take on each of these dungeons for specified abilities, because Mihawk will do something different for each one of these different dungeons, so you have to prepare accordingly. When this comes out, I'll probably be streaming it or making videos on each 3 slasher, driven, and powerhouse class dungeons, and just look forward to that. It's going to be a very, very interesting dungeon, because it's something that hasn't come out on Japan yet, so we can't even look up any game with guides or anything on it. We're going to go in blindfolded into this brand new Neo Clash raid boss. I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, one thing I do want to talk about though is that when these type of events come out onto One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan, being the Doflamingo, Pika, and the Aokiji, is that they have a banner that will come out, kind of like a mini Sugafest sort of thing, where it will give you a specified amount of units that you can pull. So what will happen is it'll be a separate banner. It's not a Sugafest, but when you go to the tavern, you can do pulls for 3 different classes. Now, I would imagine if they were going to do it, it would make it so this time, if you go to the tavern, you'll be able to pull slasher, driven, and powerhouse type characters. And what they did was they put an extremely powerful 5-star rare recruit character on those banners that will help you considerably when taking on this dungeon. So they did it with the Doflamingo raid. They brought out Log Kid. For the Pika raid, they brought out who was it? It was Fisher Tiger for Powerhouse teams, Log Kid was for Striker teams, and then they brought out the newest one, which was an Aokiji, which was for Shooter teams. So, because it says Slasher Driven and Powerhouse, I would imagine that we might be getting Fisher Tiger Rare Recruit on Global really soon. If not, it might be an exclusive character for Slasher or Driven. That would be extremely exciting to see that happen. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they formulate this, whether or not Global's going to be getting new raids that Japan don't get from now on, or eventually we probably will get the exact same ones as Japan. It'll probably be like a once-a-month thing, kind of like what they're doing right now on Japan. But yeah, it's just extremely interesting because we did not expect this to happen so soon, and even if it was going to happen, we were just expecting it to get in the same order as Japan. First be Doflamingo, then Pika, and then Aokiji. But they're starting us off with Mihawk, a quick Mihawk. So I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions down below on what you think about the quick Mihawk. You know, he could have been any color, but they decided to go with quick. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see if that's going to actually change the meta or anything. And as I said before, usually these brand new Neo Clash characters will have an extra socket slot. So I believe it was Doflamingo had 3 socket spots rather than 2. Pika had 3 as well. But Aokiji, who already had 3 for his Neo Clash, they left it at 3. But what will happen is they give them extra stat boost, which is actually really cool. The abilities, the captain abilities and special abilities do not change whatsoever. Just the color of the unit changes. Their stats might change slightly, and they might be added an extra socket slot. So it'd be cool if this Mihawk has 3 socket spots. That would be phenomenal, but in my personal opinion, he's probably only going to have 2. But still, nonetheless, really good unit, a 30% health cutter, so you can't really argue with that. And you know, the more sockets, the better. And if he has better stats, of course, that would be really awesome. But as I said, when this drops out, I will be making teams for each of the Slasher Driven and Powerhouse dungeons. But I think that's about it. We got Super Clash of Clashes coming. We'll just overview the other news really quick. Super Clash of Clashes, and the Anniversary Sunny is coming back, which is awesome. We are getting this ace as well, Portgas D Ace, Dreams of the Pirate King, just for logging in. So we got the Psy Luffy for the Anniversary on Global in February. And this was the character that we were missing, and we're finally getting this character, so I don't know if we are going to be getting the Socket Book Island. I would hope that we get that Socket Book Island. If you guys don't know, it's a 40 stamina dungeon that will come out for a certain amount of time, and you can run it for 30 minutes per day, and you will just continuously drop either specific or random forbidden tomes, which is insane. The amount of tomes you get is crazy. You can socket out all of your characters. It is awesome. So I really hope that we do get that, especially that we are getting the 1000 Sunny ship back, which does help considerably when taking on that dungeon. So I really hope that we do get that. Super Clash of Clashes is awesome. Double Pirate XP on parts of Extra Island. So it's not guaranteed for everything on Extra Island, but just parts of Extra Island, which is nice. We get useful events at useful new quests at rewards ×2. So we're getting new Colosseum Moria with 2x stamina, 2x reward, which I'm really happy about, and the new fortnight, which will be after the Mancherry fortnight, which is the Big Mom fortnight with Peckhams and Tamago, which is awesome because it has Cavendish books. So all people who own Cavendish, you're going to be able to run 2x stamina, 2x rewards to get yourself Cavendish books. And obviously, Colosseum Moria, he's a really good unit. Must max, in my opinion. He is such an amazing unit. So that's going to be awesome right there as well. This is a new event that's coming to Global. And what it is, it's a dungeon where you can encounter the hidden boss of some fortnights. So some fortnights might be really difficult to encounter the hidden bosses, and what they're doing is they'll bring out some dungeons and you can encounter them, and you basically get free drops of the hidden boss for certain fortnights. It's not a great event, but it's still free gems in the end of the day, which is nice. Ambush Whitebeard is coming back, which is always good to see. Still no announcement of the next 6-star plus on Global, which I am a little bit upset about. I would have thought by now we would have got 6-star plus Sabo, but not yet. Double chance to level up skill, so we're getting in a period during July 19th to July 21st. That's okay. And we're getting meat rate up on snails from the 26th to the 31st, which is nice as well. And we're getting upgrade to our turtles. So what will happen is that it's now costing only 10 stamina to run these dungeons instead of 15 for turtle times. And you can run 2x stamina, 2x rewards for turtle times, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that, meaning that you're going to be getting more turtles, costing less stamina, and also with the last event that just happened, we get boosted XP as well, so the turtles will give you more XP as well. So you're getting more turtle drops, less stamina requirements, and you're getting more XP for your characters. So they are definitely rushing things up to global now, which is good to see. We still don't have increased chances of skill up though, which is one of the main things that a lot of people are still complaining about, and I definitely agree with them. We definitely need the upgrade to skill ups. It's stupid that we don't have it yet. And then obviously Rainbow Gem every day. So that's basically all of the events I wanted to talk about. I mainly wanted to just talk about this new Kai Neo Clash Mihawk, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking questions about that. So that's all of the information that you have to know right now. And eventually, throughout the coming weeks, we'll get a banner in the news board that will have more information about each of the slasher, driven, and powerhouse related dungeons with abilities that Mihawk will actually display through those dungeons so you can prepare for them. So it might say like, Mihawk has a barrier, you have to be careful. So if he has a barrier, you bring a Blackbeard team. If it's the driven one, that would be awesome. Or if it's the powerhouse one, if you can build a Blackbeard team, then that would be awesome, but it is kind of difficult because you are restricted to bringing powerhouse only characters or driven only characters or slasher only characters. So you know, it's going to be interesting, as I said. But anyways, that's going to end the video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.